Hey guys, we're here. So we are going to test out some new sublimation surfaces that I've gotten in. Feel free to comment shop and check out my Amazon shop for my new sublimation category. I added the wind spinners in there, I've added the tape in there, and I've added so many other sublimation surfaces that I think will work great, that also had good reviews. So we're going to test a few of them out, okay? So let me go ahead and send this over to the broadcast channel. If you are not in the broadcast channel, I highly recommend you jump in there because that is where I send all my notifications, all of my updates, all of the things like that. So if you comment shop, you'll get a message from me and you will just click get in the know and select broadcast channel, okay? Sorry, I have to think about like what the steps were. So, first thing, I do have my heat press already ready to go. Okay, so now we're going to put, I have a couple of things here. So this one did say that it was a sublimation surface. We'll see. We'll see how it works out, but I'm going to turn this one into like a cute little goodie bag. And then I have this transfer. This heat transfer in particular is called, I want to say like Happy Easter Minis. Something like that. I don't have the big paper in front of me, but it comes with 2 sheets in it. All right. Hello. So we are just going to take these and we're going to cut them apart. All right. I want them all to be separate. I mean, we could just start with these 2. We could just start with these 2. So I'm going to hold this off. On the side, this will go on here. And this one will go on here as well. But we're going to do that one separate. We're going to do them 2 separate times. All right, because I just want to make sure that the pressure on top, that it's kind of even. Because if we do the other one's a little bit thicker. So the heat press will really get the thicker item, but the thinner item may not press as well. So, all right. I will not be picking up my heat press, so let's see how this works out. Oops, I got tangled up in there. We're going to do 60 seconds at 360 degrees. All right, I'm not picking up my heat press. The moment I pick up my heat press, it is going to be done, okay? So we're not going to pick it up until the timer goes out. Hi, Denise. Hi, Mary. Hi, Teresa. Sonia, Charlene, Charlotta, Julie, Lori, Judith, Loretta. Hi. Corrine is on. Amanda. Hello, everybody. Okay. So, this one is like a little drawstring bag. I thought it was cute. To be honest with you, I did not pay attention to the size when I bought them. So I did think they were going to be a little bit bigger, but it's going to be fine. I still think it'll be cute. Yay! And it works. Okay. So these are the only ones I did not put up on my Amazon link, but I will put them as soon as I'm done here. Just because I wasn't sure about this one, how it would turn out, but check out how cute that is. How cute. All right. That's adorable. And then you just got like, stuff it with whatever you want and then close up that little goodie bag. How cute is that? Yeah, the press is at 360 degrees. right, so one thing you do need to be careful for is when the ink is pressed onto something like our pad, because you guys remember I left a little bit there. I didn't put something down underneath the very first time we did the press on live. And y'all, you can actually see a little bit of the green left over from the pad, okay? So if you accidentally get ink on this or on the pad, I do recommend you keep it covered, okay? This does have some ink on it, so I just need to be real careful. I probably just need to get a new sheet before I do press it, which I'll get another one here in a little bit, but let's do, I'm just going to move it down here where it's not going to like accidentally press into it. So this time I have a koozie and I have our little transfer here. All right, and we're going to center that on. All right, on this one, I do want it to be centered and I don't want it to move. So just to be sure, I'm just gonna add a little bit of this heat tape. All right, and I'm just gonna add a little bit here on the side. Okay. Just because this is a weird shape, it's not super flat, I do feel like it could move a little bit when I put the paper on top of it. So here we go. And again, same thing. 60 seconds. We just had to buy them this year. I was unable to cut out. I usually send Riley's Valentine, like for her Valentine thing, a little cutout that they can paint and then pop out. This year I did not have a chance to do any of it. So my plan is to give them something for spring break though, like a little kit that they can paint during spring break. So that is the plan. Can you? So you can, Julie, but just know the lighter the item, the better sublimation comes out. And it does have to be that high polyester count. Okay, so that is the main thing, high polyester count, and lighter surface does better. I did get a new press. I did. I got a little bit bigger one. I actually got this one in October of last year, I think. Either October or July. Whenever I went to Mastermind last. When I got like all of that stuff from, what is it called? From Walmart. When I got my Cricut, I also got the press because I got the press for like 80 bucks. I sure did. I was like, okay, this is a little bit bigger. This one's a 9 by 12. My other one is 9 by 9. So it worked out. All right, check it out, you guys. Again, sorry for my shadow here. But look how cute. Right? Isn't that adorable? All right, so that worked out. So we have a little baggie. We did the drawstring bag. We did the koozie here. All right. Building, we haven't got the building yet, but that is where we need to, that is what we're looking for right now, is like, what building are we going to get to move all our stuff in? Okay, the next one we're going to do, we sold these on our Whatnot show last week. These are bookmarks, but they are sublimation, okay? So I'm thinking we're going to do the flower here. I think this is kind of a perfect one to do. I believe these flowers are from the Magnolia transfer. I think that's what it's from. Because see, we did add it on wood. Now, to add it on wood, we did have to paint it, and I actually painted it with vanilla paste, and then we did it here. All right, so it did still work. So it was originally wood. I painted it vanilla, and it just it looks very like vintage style. Okay. Does neoprene melt? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it does. I'm sure it might, but I don't know what the temperatures would be for it not to melt. Because I want to say I've done it before, but I had to lower the temperature down. Oh, the keychains. All right, so to do this keychain, or the bookmark here, I'm going to have to use tape, okay? So let's get our tape ready. I accidentally ordered a sublimation instead of DTF. I went to my friend who had a big press. I was told I couldn't use the Cricut heat press because it came out lighter. Yeah, it depends on what surface. So with sublimation, it is very specific to what you can and cannot do, or put it on. For the brightest, you need to use a sublimation surface. For the brightest output, you need a sublimation surface. Okay. All right. I think it's going to look good right here. So I'm going to tape the back there, and I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to tape up here. All right. We're going to fold this in half, and I'm going to set my press on top of it. All right, so we're just trying a bunch of different things. And they came out dull. Yeah, again, it depends, like what kind of shirt did you put it on. It does have to be, recommended is 70% polyester or higher. I personally don't like polyester shirts. So for me, I don't feel that sublimation on shirts is my thing, because I don't like to wear the polyester shirts. So if you wanted to, you could do a couple of things. There is a spray. I have not tried the spray yet. I have not been brave enough to do that, but it is on my list. I will add it to the Amazon shop, and you can check it out for yourself. But I personally have not done it yet. But there's a sublimation spray. Another thing a lot of people were doing is bleaching a certain area of the shirt and then doing the sublimation. Okay. Now, these bookmarks are like metal, so I'm going to hold off a second before I go and touch it. Okay. So just know what surfaces you're working with, and don't accidentally, hurt yourself for no reason. All right, so I even have like hats in there. I have luggage tags, you guys. I have makeup pouches. I have a phone case, which I'm going to actually do, not a phone case, but it's a phone sleeve. There are lanyards, clips, and ornaments, and LED sublimation acrylic, which I have something fun for you as well. So comment shop, okay? When you comment shop, what I want you to do is just make sure you go to, let me see, once you comment shop, you'll click shop with me, and then you'll check out my Amazon store, okay? That is where you want to be. Can you heat transfer on metal? Again, it has to be coated with the sublimation. All right, so with this one, I think the heat was way too high on the bookmark. So I need to go back and double check what the temperature was supposed to be, because these didn't turn out good. All right, so let me go on here. Let me see. Amazon. Bookmarks. Hold on. I just want to double check so I can give you guys the right. We'll do one more because I do have one more set here. Okay, here they are. Let's see. Do they have details on what temperature? Product information. All right, hold on, y'all. Let's see. Okay, it says temperature for this is 370, 50 seconds, which is weird because I feel like that was not good. I think I'm going to drop the time, okay? I'm going to try it again, and I'm going to drop the time because it came out like, almost like it burned off some of the material. So let's try that again. Let us try again. Here we go. We can use this one, and I still want to tape it down though. All right. Press had to be at 400. Holy moly. Yeah, no, I've had mine at 360 and mine has been fine so far. But I will see if I can show you guys. I don't know if the light will catch it. It has like kind of splotchy areas, almost like the film on the bookmark was melted in places. Maybe you can see it a little better on the side that has nothing. Can you guys see that? It almost like it melted in certain areas, right? So that's what I see on my end, but let's see if we can do it maybe a little less time. We'll keep the same heat because it actually is telling me to go up higher on the heat, but only 10 seconds less. I don't know. In my mind, I don't feel like that. I don't feel like that would work, but who knows? I could be completely wrong and should just follow instructions, but those instructions just don't make sense to me. All right, so maybe let's try like, I don't know, I would say 30 seconds, but does it have a cover or film you need to remove? No, there was nothing on it that I needed to remove. Like, I didn't feel anything on it. Maybe I did. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Maybe I did. I'm glad you said that, Mom. I didn't think there was. Maybe there was. Hold on. I'm going to let that cool off. Now I'm over here trying to peel it. Maud, you're a genius. I didn't see it. It was really, really good in there. All right. Maud's so smart. Well, that's one way. Hey, but look, it still transferred through it. I took off the plastic, y'all, and it still worked through the plastic. How in the world that works, I don't know. No idea. if you can paint metal. I'm sure you could. So it's going to adhere to that top surface. So like if you paint metal with like white paint, it will adhere to the white paint. But I don't know enough about sublimation if a certain paint does better. But I do believe there is a sublimation paint as well. So again, I still have to look into some things like that because I'm not 100% sure. But that is so funny, Maud. It's hot. All right. Well, we didn't ruin them, so there's that. But let me show you guys the difference between 60 seconds and 30 seconds, okay? Here are your two. You can tell on how vibrant one is versus the other. All right, so the one that's really bright, that was 60 seconds. The other one was only 30 seconds. But typically, the one that's 30 seconds, if you do it on wood or a painted surface, that's kind of the color you end up with. It's almost like a light press, but this is actually done with 60 seconds as well. Okay? All right. So that is that. So first we did the little drawstring bag. We have done the koozie. We have now done the bookmark correctly. And I have already done the magnolia wind spinner. I put the wind spinners up as well. There's a bigger pack up there for you. This is the garden flag. Now this garden flag is actually on my chalk site. This is the chalk flags. All right. Next. Let's see, what do I want to put on this one? Let me put these up. So I do have a couple of transfer totes. I'm sorry, a couple of totes. So like this heat transfer tote is from Chalk. I do have another brand in here somewhere. And that was with the film on it. Yes. Yes, and I can do the back side and we can kind of compare that way. All right, let's see. I am thinking of doing... That one's not gonna... Let's see what these flowers look like. Okay, that's pretty. All right, so you can get the sublimation papers on my Chalk site. Okay, so if you comment shop and then click shop with me once you're in there, it will have shop my Chalk site, shop my cutouts, and then shop my Amazon. Okay, so the Chalk site is where you're going to find the sublimation papers here. And this one with the roses is called Looking Rosy. All right. Okay. I think we're going to put the roses down here. Let's add a little bit of tape here. Now, when I do tote bags or the garden flags, you guys, I don't use the small heat press. I use my big industrial heat press. I don't want to take the chances. I don't want to take the chances of it ghosting, meaning like if you accidentally pick up your heat press and this moves ever so slightly, it will mess up your entire project, okay? You need it to be done like in one go. So if it's a project that's bigger than your heat press, I highly recommend find a press that is big enough to cover the entire. That is just my opinion. I'm sure you could do it if you're careful enough, but I don't have the patience for that, nor do I have the time, the money, or the energy to waste on doing it. I don't know how else to tell you that. So if you're anything like me and you don't want to waste all that time to mess something up, or you know, the money to mess something up like that, don't do it. Again, I would just recommend just get a bigger press if you don't have one. See if you can borrow one. Ask a friend, phone a friend. But use a bigger one. All right, so I'll show you this surface in a second. So I can tell you about it. It is a phone case, right? So it has a little strap. It's kind of like a crossbody, but it's a phone pouch. So I think it's cute, especially since I'm about to go on a cruise at the beginning of March for an incentive trip. I thought this would be a cute little thing to have, where if I'm not wearing like jeans or leggings that have pockets in it, and I need to have my phone on me, then I could just wear this across my body, and it would be good, right? All right, let's see. Detention. Okay, let's see. What did it say? Did you do a reel? I did. I posted it on a reel, but I actually did it live. I did do it live. That video is posted at the top of my page here. Yep, all of the surfaces that I'm using today are on Amazon, and they are on my Amazon store. So comment shop. I'll send you the link in Messenger, and what you'll do is you'll click shop with me and you'll go to my Amazon store, okay? I don't know if it works, but you could go to like amazon.com/Spoiled by Brie. I can see if that actually takes you there. Let me see. www.amazon.com/Spoiled by Brie. Nope, it didn't do it. Okay. I tried. It wasn't that, so. Copy link. What does it say? Oh, Amazon. Okay. Amazon.com/shop/Spoiled by Brie. Okay. You need to add that extra shop in there. I have tried the punch needle. I have not finished that project. Okay, but look how cute this is. Isn't that adorable? So then you just put your phone right in it. Okay, you can hook up these sides here. Just has a little clip. All right, you can keep it short if you want. Or, like me, I would probably make it a little bit longer and kind of wear it as like a little purse badge, okay? and then you can put your phone in it. And it has a little small Velcro piece on it, and it is double-sided. Okay. Haven't gotten it back. Luckily I have a bigger one. Yes, my temperature is set at 360 right now. It's super cute, isn't it? Yes, good. I was going to post it, but it's only Perks members will be able to view that video. But if you are a Perks member of mine and you want to see a punch needle video, let me know. I can tag you in the video, or I can send you the link to that video, okay? All right, so we could add more to this, you guys, if we wanted to. Like, we could put another one up here. Or we could put this one up here. Or we could just add like a singular rose. What do you guys think? We could put just like this one rose here. Or we could just leave it. Oh, that's because you have to sign into your account, most likely. All right, we could put this one up at the top. And then I could put something underneath it, maybe. I don't know. This is just so pretty. I don't even know that I want anything else on it. Like, I don't want to ruin it. Does that make sense? I'm like, I don't want to ruin it. That could have been cute. Smaller one, maybe? I'm like, where are my other ones at? Oh, you know what? They're in that envelope that I took into the room when I did the whatnot sale. Yeah, I was thinking of putting the letter on the back, like using the bigger letters that we have. These letters, right? Like I could put a B right here. Or in the front. Let's see. I wonder if I do it before or after. Okay. We can try it. Alright, so I am cutting this out, and this is just like regular paper, you guys, so it's not like harder paper or anything like that. It literally feels just like computer paper. It is lightweight. So don't think it's trash when you're done with it, because it does surely feel like it could be trash. You know. Okay. Let's tape these down. All right, I'm going to pull this one off a little bit more. It's kind of hard because like I'm not using the entire photo here, but I really don't need the entire photo. So I did push it up a little bit and push it off a little bit because like I said, I don't need the whole design on there. I don't want the whole design on there. I need room for our letter, okay? The font is good. Oh, front is good as is. B on the back. Yeah, I'm going to try it with this and see how this looks before I add the B on there. If I want to add the letter, then I'll go ahead and add it. But I kind of want to see how it would look with just like two sides of the roses. I think you could even do a pattern. I think a pattern on the back would be really cute. We have a couple of other designs that are also really cute. I just don't have them in here. So, ink. I would definitely do ink on the letter, okay? And then I would also heat press it. Okay, so check it out. See how it came out. And there is the back. Again, the front and the back. Didn't it come out really cute? And I could actually move the B over this way. I could put it off to the side if I wanted to, and then I could fill in this gap with something. Or I could put it right in the middle on top where the black paste or the black ink would just kind of cover over the design. All right, so what do you guys think? What would you do? Would you put it over the design like that? Or would you put it over on the side? Thank you. Yes, the blue birds was one of my favorite, and that, oops, sorry. That's the one I wanted to put on the bookmarks. But like I said, it's in the other room. Heat press is at 360 degrees, and I am doing 60 seconds. Yeah, that has kind of been my entire thing. Like, I've left it at 360, and we've done 60 seconds for each design. Center, center. Yeah, I think I would do it in black, just because I don't feel like the, the Dream Car ink would be bright enough, to be honest with you. I don't feel like it'll stand out enough with the, like, the outside of it being black. Okay. Center it is. Alright, and then I'll just figure out what we're going to do on that top part, but we could go ahead, center this in here. add some black ink. Let me see. Are you? Yes. Are you my black ink? All right. And I am just going to double check this and make sure that it is going through. Looks good. So I'm going to pull it up all the way. We will let this dry for just a little bit here, but check it out. How cute is that? And then this is the back that we have here. This is the front. I'm going to set it up there. We're going to let it dry. I am going to clean this real fast. Because I don't want to accidentally forget about it. So we're just going to clean it now. Oops. We're going to put it back on the sheet. Hi. Hey. Hi. Hi. Hi, guys. Mama. Hi, baby. You want to come say hi? Hi. Come here. Oh. Okay. You say hi, guys. Oh, yeah, that's Sissy, isn't it? You say hi. Hi. Okay. Cute? Yeah. Is it cute? Yeah. Oh, that's you, Charlie. Yes, baby. Mama. You're so fast.
Say adios, cocodrilo.
Adios. What? I'm going to say hi over here. Look. Look how cute. Is it pretty? Mama. Look. What's that? Is that a bunny?
Bunny. 1, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4. Call Charlie and Jill.
Come on. Come on. Come on, Jill.
Okay, let's see. Hi. All right, we have one more thing here. Well, I have a couple more. I wanted to do both totes because I kind of wanted you guys to see what the totes look like. The two that I have. What did I do with my other heat press? I have another mat over here. Sorry, y'all. And I thought it was right there, but it's not there. I didn't even think about it until right now. Oh, is this another one? Which one is this? I don't know what this one is. Okay, well, I guess we'll manage. Let me see. Okay, it's fine. At least it's a 12 by 12 size, so it will fit just fine. Thank you, guys. All right, let's take out the little silica gel because we didn't do that the last time. I forgot. And let's heat press this just to smooth it out a little bit. I really need to go get another. I need to go get another piece of parchment paper. Okay. So on this one, y'all, I have two options. I don't know. I have these two options. So we could do the water can ones or the Flower Farm, or we can do the bunny. Okay, which one do you guys want? Do you want the milk cans, or do you want the bunny? Oh, yeah, see, look. That's why I said I should have gotten a new one. I should have just not been lazy. Whoops. Alright, well, guess it's mine now. Tell me which one. I'm going to grab new parchment paper. I thought I was using the good side, but I guess I'm going to do that. I didn't realize I was going to need this much parchment paper. But you got it. A big roll of parchment paper. Alright, so we see bunny, bunny, milk can, bunny, 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 bunny. I don't know. Maybe. Like I said, all of this is still pretty new to me. All the sublimation stuff. Also, I'm not really sure if the mat itself is like washable or can you spot clean it, like Sonia's asking. Those are things I'll have to look up because I don't know. And I've never had to think about it before until now, so